All right, so what we're going to do here is graph the system of inequalities. I've already written out some important things that you need to know for this system. And the first line, I'm going to do it in red. And we need to know what the y-intercept is, which is here. So the y-intercept is 3. And when I graph it, I will be graphing it at 0, comma 3. And then the slope is going to be -2. But when I graph it, I need a rise over run, which is going to be -2 over 1. All right. So let's go ahead and graph this line. Remember, I have to do 0, comma 3. So I'm going to go 0, comma 3 is going to be right here. No, and I want it to be in red. Okay. And then my slope was -2. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, and then over 1. And I am going to draw my line. All right, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite the inequality up here. It was y is less than or equal to -2x plus 3. All right, so as you can see, it is less than or equal to, which is why I have a solid line. All right, and then I am going to shade below this line simply because it is a less than or equal to, and I have a solid line, and then I'm going to shade below the line, and I'm going to shade in red. I'm not supposed to go over the line, but if it does a little bit, please forgive me. All right, so all of this is a shaded area. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my other line in blue. I'm gonna write it up here. Y is greater than 1/2 x minus 2. So as you can see, my slope is 1/2, which means it's a positive 1 over 2, and my y-intercept is -2. So in blue, I'm going to go ahead and go down to 0, comma -2, which is here. And then my slope is 1/2, so I'm going to go up 1 and over 2. And then I am going to draw my line. And it's not supposed to be a solid line because it is a greater than, it does not have an equal to. So I am going to go ahead and do a dotted line such as the one that I am doing now. All right. And I have to shade above the line because it's greater than. So I'm going to shade above the blue line. So that means some of this that was red also has to get shaded in. Okay. All right. So now that we have all of that, my job or your job will be to tell me two solutions of this system and two that are not solutions. So remember, with this blue line, anything that's on the line cannot be a solution because it has the dashes. So two solutions of this system will be anywhere in the shaded area as long as it is not on the dotted line. So one of the easiest ones to look for is the origin, which is 0, comma 0. Right, so that is the solution. And then we also could say 2, comma 4. That would be a solution only for the blue line. So we have to be careful with that. So let's look in this blue and red line to see what our solutions. So we could say 4 or -4 comma 2. All right. And then two that are not solutions, we can do an obvious one and say 6 comma -2 because it's not in any of the shaded region. All right. And we could also say 2 comma 0 or 2 comma 1 because even though the 2 comma 0 and 2 comma 1 are in the blue shaded area, that would only be a solution for the blue line. It would not be a solution for the red and blue. So remember, the solution set is the place that, or the ordered pair that satisfies both inequalities. So when you're graphing a system of inequalities, you have to make sure that you shade correctly. And this overlapping shaded area that looks like it's about right here, these are the solutions for both set of inequalities. This red area right here are only solutions for the red line, and then this blue area are only solutions for the blue line. We are looking for the blue and red, the overlapping areas. As always, when you are not quite sure, you can take these ordered pairs that I have chosen and you can substitute them into your inequality to make sure that they are true.